So when 2020 started, I thought about the Australian bushfires. And I wondered how something so massively devastating to an area didn't have more of a response. Then Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, I think that's how you pronounce her name, quit the royal family. And I was like, all right, whatever. Then the COVID-19 pandemic hit. And I was like, whoa, okay, this year is a little weird. And then we killed the general in Iran, and I was like, World War III. And then Kobe Bryant died, and I was like, whoa, that's devastating. And then Donald Trump got impeached, and I was like, yay! But then, victory didn't come. And then Parasite, took over the entire Oscars. And I was like, oh, and then the stock market crashed. And then Harvey Weinstein got arrested. I got, convicted. And then Kim Jong Un died, and I think he died again. And then Twitter got hacked, and then Jeffrey Epstein's right hand person got caught, and then Steve Bannon went to jail, and then other people went to jail, and then Trump released some people out of jail, and then every day past March 17th, I kept watching person after person that I knew die. And I spent the majority of that time teaching my students, and I spent a majority of that time teaching other people, and I brought it up, and I couldn't really come to grips with the idea that what I spent the majority of my time on was actually getting into fights on the internet with people who would literally ask me to give them the names of the people that died, show them pictures, show them everything because they couldn't believe it. And then 180,000 people died, and it's like nobody cares anyway. So I wanted to spend tonight with you and talk to you about one of the most important things I think we need to have a discussion on when it comes to 2020. I remember us, not us, but generally the people I was around, their people, so forth and so on. And we were all kind of super excited to see what the future held. 2020 was the new decade, the roaring 20s. We were all making jokes about it. It was like a brand new. And I don't know how to tell you, I felt this glooming shadow of shit was just, it couldn't be that easy. This isn't going to be like all the other times. This isn't going to be like everything that we've experienced or cared about. This isn't about anything but you. Something about this made me think about you, and you in the spiritual or just otherworldly sense of third person. I felt like everyone else was shifting, changing. There was something in the air that just said things are splitting very, very slowly. And it would take one massive event to just splinter everything. And then the thing happened. And I feel like a lot of us don't think about the thing. Whether you agree or disagree with how people handled the pandemic, let's get one thing straight. We failed as people. And I hate that I have to say that as somewhere up on top of anything. We just failed. When it really comes down to it, regardless of the governor's mandates in your state, regardless of what you believe the virus has turned into, whether it's a political weapon, whether it's not even real, whether it's a conspiracy, this, that, or the other, there is one thing that is certain. When it came time for Americans to sit together and say, all right, our leaders aren't showing us any care. They're not showing love right now. They might throw a little something at it, but they're not doing what they need to do. Nobody stepped up and said, all right, let's do it this way. And you wonder why, like, people get praised for it. You're wondering why, like, the popularity of certain governors is spiking. Because in any case, virus kills people. Protect people from virus. That's step one. And some people chose to do it while some people chose to ignore it. And for some reason, both sides of that got the same amount of backlash and the same amount of love. That doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense that we realized that there was no leadership at top and we didn't take it into our towns, our cities, our communities, our neighborhoods. And we didn't say, look, guys, they don't care about us. Let's make some rules for ourselves. Let's at least come to an agreement that we can talk about, spread flyers about, post on social media about. We could have done something more if we really felt like there was no aid from the government, and we chose not to. We chose not to. And that is a problem. That is a problem. Because from a personal standpoint, and the whole point of this video, thinking back to thinking about how we could have thought about all of this and knowing that there were solutions there. There were so many solutions. And I know there were people out there just like, the rambling thought people in the world who thought this would be a great idea and said nothing, or that idea didn't get traction because it came from some account with 18 followers and following 300 other accounts and nobody pays attention to them. We keep looking to these people and these places for guidance and we're not getting it, and we spin our heels in the meantime. We know things are bad and we refuse to look at it from a point of just, okay, everybody shut up. How are we getting here? Can we stop this? Can we delay this? But it's, I'm right, you're wrong. I'm right, you're wrong. And that division causes us so much pain because you're screaming, hoping that they're going to get it. And I'm promising you right now, from personal experience, it does not matter how many people get it or don't. The people you lost will still be gone. And I'm asking everyone to stop what you're doing. Stop posting. Stop tweeting. Stop worrying about your image in this world to those who will never know you. Because empathy has to start somewhere. And I think that we're all so full of wondering where our likes and our dislikes. I do the same thing. I literally do not post these videos. I do not make these shows. I do not make this content because I am afraid of what people will think of me, while I am still trying to process that there are people I will never see again that I didn't get a chance to because they also didn't believe what I believed. And it is tearing me apart even thinking, how do I bridge the gap? Why me? Am I that much of a narcissist? Does it have to be me? But no one else does it. I don't know if we're just so filled with consumerism that we're not ready to slow down. I love me some video games, man. I love me some Warzone. I love me some Fall Guys. I love me some Final Fantasy. I love me some Kingdom Hearts. Marvel vs. Capcom, Street Fighter, but I know the city is burning while I'm doing this. So I want you to do me a favor. Stop what you're doing. Stop posting, stop tweeting. And just tell somebody you love them. Because I swear to God, if you can find one person to say that to, then that's one more reason why the things that are happening here should not be happening here. We all can figure out at one point or another that it is about the people closest to us that matter the most. And for some reason, You can't understand the hurt of one side knowing damn well you feel the same if it happened to you. Enough with the narrative bullshit. Like, I'm done with that. I'm done sitting there watching 4chan post out fake screenshots and y'all share it like it's Bible. I recently just made a video about the kid. You know the kid. And today I see on the internet, oh, the people he shot were like bad people, so he did a good thing. And I'm like, wow. He got lucky and you glorify it. That's it. Like, there's no other side to this. There's no devil's advocate to these clear situations, but we are so desensitized to violence that it is not a major thing to us anymore. We live in a chaotic state that only pretends to care about one another, but the goal of the game of where we live is destroy everyone else, take all the profits, and then leave. There's a reason why you don't start every game of Monopoly off from where you started off last time. There's a reason why people are screaming at you, telling you, please stop killing us. There is a reason why the majority of us want peace and can never get it. Because the things that are put in place in this country are just there to harm other groups of people that don't match the ideology of the majority of people in power. And that is the way it has been through centuries and centuries of humanity. You know it, you've studied it. Even if you don't believe in the history textbooks, you know that this has happened other places. Why can't it happen here? What makes this place so invulnerable to that amount of chaos? Because if you tell me it is, I'm telling you, look outside your window. It's not. Please find something that makes you understand empathy for other people. Maybe we're not in the streets protesting because we have nothing better to do. Maybe we really think if this keeps happening, it is a sliding scale to they might as well just execute us all. And we don't want it to go that far. You know it's true. You know something is wrong with the way things are right now, and it is not that person's fault or this person's fault. No one is showing anyone any compassion for the losses that they have suffered. Whether it's people, your job, your money. The only true relationship is between you and the earth. And I will not sit here and pretend that you have a higher ground than me when all I'm telling you is I feel so low and no one wants to pick me up. I can't imagine how other people are going to feel, how other people feel, because I know where that could lead. You've got 180,000 people out there who just got separated from their families. Maybe they didn't believe in it. Now, what happened? I'm tired of pretending like the other side of this conversation about human rights has a voice. Because if I think back to 2020, I said to myself, something is off with the way people communicate when it comes to certain issues. It is okay to have a difference of opinion on ketchup, mustard, or mayonnaise on your burger. You're not telling me the kid in the detention center is a point of contention. Because if it was your child, you'd get them out of there. If it was your child, you never shut up about them. Now schools are opening in New York City, and I have to face kids who I know their parents have died. Tell me how I explain that without having a shred of empathy. That's my show for tonight. Thank you. Y'all know the thing. Like, share, subscribe, hit the button. I'm out of here. Oh no. Can't end it on a word after the snap. Gotta end it with the words and then the snap. So I'm out of here.